Hey everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to my mathematics channel, Mathmatrix. Here, today's practical geometry lesson, we learn about how to construct the line segment and how to bisect it, and how to construct an angle and angular bisector of the given angle. So, angular bisector and perpendicular bisector, these are the two things we are going to learn in this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to consider the ruler and compasses constructions. Using the ruler, we only draw lines, and using the compasses, we will be drawing the arcs only. Be careful while doing these constructions. Here are some tips to help you. Draw thin lines. Whenever you are drawing the lines must be thin. In order to draw the thin lines, what you need the pencils must be in sharp. Okay, pencil must be sharp so that you can draw a thin line, and mark the points lightly. Whenever you are marking the point, then lightly you mark and then draw the lines, and maintain the instruments with the sharp edge. The edge must be sharp and clear, and fine edges, and have two pencils for drawing purpose. Here I have two pencils. One pencil will be fixed with the compasses, and other will be for drawing the straight lines or the line segments. And one thing, when you are fixing this, you must keep these two edges in the same level. Okay. So here we will see what is a perpendicular. Here we have two lines, one is L and another line M. These two lines are meeting at some point. Let us assume it as O, and at that O they are making right angle 90 degrees. So these two lines are said to be perpendicular to each other, and we can represent this as L is perpendicular to M. Okay. So we can see the perpendiculars in our daily life so many places. Suppose you can see the corners of a notebook. For example, here two edges are meeting in a corner, and a foolscap paper also you can see there. Also the two edges are meeting at right angles. These are also perpendicular. So many perpendiculars you can see. So perpendicular lines are the lines with right angles, or the angle between the two lines must be 90 degrees. Perpendicular to a line through a point on it. We have a line L here, and on this line we have a point somewhere. Say your point is here, say the point P is there, and now we need to draw a perpendicular line from that point. How can we do that? It is very easy. If you take a transparent paper and this line at that particular point, what you can do, you can just fold so that the two lines will be coinciding or overlapping on one another, and then make a crease at that particular point along with that point, and that crease is nothing but the perpendicular of the particular line at that particular point. The point is on the line. So this way you can fold and make a line which is perpendicular to a given line. This, when you fold, you can find a crease like this. This is perpendicular. When you see the measurement, then you find it will be 90 degrees angle. It will be both the angles will be making right angles. So this is a paper folding method. Now we will see the different methods using set squares and compasses, how to draw the now we are drawing a perpendicular to line through a point on it. There is a line segment, a straight line here. Here it is a line, say it's a line L, and there is a point here, point P, and we are drawing a perpendicular through this point using the ruler and set square. For that purpose, what you need to do, you just take the straight edge of the ruler exactly coinciding the line. Now take the set square, any set square you can take, and keep the one edge of the set square onto the edge of the ruler as touching the both must touch each other, and now move that particular set square till you reach the point, and when that set square other second edge is touching the point, that particular point, you can remove the ruler and you can draw a straight line, and this line will be the perpendicular, say PQ. PQ is a perpendicular. If you see the measure of this angle at P, it will be exactly 90 degrees. See here, it's a 90 degrees, and it is PQ is perpendicular to the line L, and this one we have used to draw using the perpendicular to a line through a point on it and using the method of ruler and compasses. Generally we will use these compasses and ruler to draw the perpendiculars. So here suppose we have a straight line here, one line, say line L, and point P is given here. Now we need to draw a perpendicular through that point using the compasses. Now for that, what you need to do, you need to draw a arc with the center as P as a center. You draw an arc of such that that arc should cross the line in two different points. Say here, see here, one point here and another point is intersecting at this point. Here this is, let us assume this is point A and say this is point B. Now what you need to do, you need to take more than AP, the radius, more than the AP radius, you need to draw the two different arcs as a center, A one arc, and as a center B as center another arc, so that the previous arc must be cut by this new latest arc. Here we are drawing the two arcs with the more than AP length, and these two arcs from point A and point B separately, and they will intersect at some point. Say this point of intersection is Q. Now join the P and Q, and here this PQ is a perpendicular to the line L or AB. If you see the measure this one will be exactly 90 degrees. So, can you think of extending this? You can extend this straight line by even you can continue this line, or even you can continue the same line through that same point the other side also. So, this one is a perpendicular line to the given point. We can even draw a perpendicular or using a folding method, paper folding method. You take a transparent paper where L is the line which is given line, and P is a point where through which we have to draw a perpendicular, so which is not on the line. The same way as you have completed the previous folding, paper folding, now also you can do that. So, from that particular point P, you just fold that paper so that these two lines or the parts of the line must coincide or the overlap each other, and at the same time you can see the squeeze through that point P, and this squeeze again is nothing but the perpendicular line and perpendicular to the line L. So, this way you can draw the perpendicular through the paper folding. Drawing perpendicular to a line through a point not on it. Let us assume there is a line given and point P is there which is not on the line. Now, we can draw a perpendicular line based on the using the set squares and even the compasses. Let us draw the perpendicular line using the set square first. For that, you need to take the one edge of the set square, perpendicular edge of the set square, and exactly on the coinciding the given line, and now you have to take the ruler and keep the ruler to the what we say this hypotenuse side, and then you just fix, you keep it firmly, and now you can move the set squares, and you have to move the set square until you reach the point P. P is there here. See, it is, we have reached the point P. Whenever the point P you see there, it is just intersecting, just passing that point P. So, now from that, through that point you draw a straight line through the edge of the set square. So, let us assume this is M. P M is a perpendicular through this point P, and you can see the measure also. This is how you can draw the perpendicular through a point which is not on the line, and using the set square, any set square you can use for this purpose. Now, let us use the compasses and ruler. For that, let us have a line, straight line, given that one line L is given here, and we have a point P here, okay, point P which is not on the line, this line. So, what we need to do here, we need to use this compasses. So, how can you do this? For this, you need to take the P as a center, you need to draw a arc, so that the line must cut by this arc. The line is intersected in two different points. From that point P we have drawn. Let us assume this is first point A and second point is B, and now more than the radius, you can draw using the same radius, or you can change the radius from the center as A. You draw an arc from A center as center A on the other side, and you can draw another arc which should intersect the previous arc which we have drawn from A, and this arc should be drawn from the point B. Now, these two arcs have intersected or met at some point. Let us assume this as a Q, and we can just join the P and Q, and PQ will be the perpendicular for the line L. So, here using the ruler and compasses, we have constructed a perpendicular line through a point which is not on the line. Perpendicular bisector of a given line segment. Here let us draw a line segment of some measure, okay, and we do not know the measure here. We are going to bisect it. Okay, we will be using the compasses to bisect. More than half, you take the radius of these compasses more than half of that given line segment, and draw an arc on either side of the line segment AB as a center, A as a center. You draw an arc from A here on the top side, the upward and down, and similarly you can draw the other two arcs on either side of this line segment from B, B as a center. You draw the two arcs so that you can cut the previous arc which you have drawn from A. Now, we got 2 points here, say this is P and this is Q, and now join this P and Q using the straight edge. You see this properly and then join them. If you want, you can extend it, but our concern is to see the point here, say this point of intersection of this line. This PQ is perpendicular and it is meeting at point M, and PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. And let us see the measurement of this. This is approximately, it is 9 centimeters overall length, and exactly that line of perpendicular is passing through 4.5 centimeters. So, that is how you can draw the perpendicular bisector of a given line segment. Here we have two questions here. AB is equal to 7.4 centimeter, find its axis of symmetry, and another question, draw a perpendicular bisector of xy whose length is 10 centimeter. Let us solve the first one. We have to draw the axis of symmetry for the given line segment, and the axis of symmetry is nothing but the perpendicular, it's a perpendicular bisecting point only, perpendicular bisector only. Let us see here 7.4 centimeters we have already drawn here, and as we have seen, you can take a certain more than more than half of that line segment. You can take a arc on either side of the AB line segment. At the same time, you can draw another two arcs so that these fresh arcs intersect at the previous arcs, some points say PQ, and join the PQ, and the PQ is the bisector of the line, or otherwise in other terms it is the axis of symmetry. This is axis of symmetry. And let us see the second question. Perpendicular bisector of xy whose length is 10 centimeter. Let us draw x and y. both are the points, x point and y point. From 0 you have to take 10 centimeters, exactly 10 centimeters, and draw a you have to use another pencil so that it will not be inconvenient to draw the lines sometimes. So take this is say x and this is y. Now we need to bisect it, perpendicular bisection. Let us see the same way as we have solved before. You can take the arcs more than the half, the radius must be more than the half of the given line segment, and draw the two arcs on either side of this line segment. From x, same way you can continue from y also, and when you are trying, it must cut the previous arc. If it is not intersecting, you have to produce or you have to extend the arcs which you have drawn earlier. So here they have intersected. Now join these 2 points here. Let us assume this is M and this is N, Mn, and join these 2 points M and N carefully, and this particular line here is meeting somewhere here O, say O. Now this is xy is equal to 10.0 centimeters, and xo is equal to must be 10 over 2, that is equal to must be 5 centimeters. Let us see that 5 centimeters here. This is exactly 5 centimeters length out of 10 centimeters. That is how you can draw the perpendicular bisectors. And one thing, perpendicular bisector is nothing but the axis of symmetry for a line segment. Here we will see the bisector of an angle. How to draw the bisector of an angle, angular bisector. Well, let us have first make an angle. We do not know what is the measure of this angle, and we have made an angle, say A O B. We do not know the measure of this angle. Now we have to bisect this angle. So we can bisect this angle using this again compasses only. What you need to do, you just draw an arc through the two arms of these, okay, with some convenient radius. After drawing the arc, it cuts the two arms at two different points. Let us say this here one point and we have another point here, and with the same radius, without changing its radius length, we just draw another arc in the middle of this angle, and from the other point which it is intersected the previously, we have to draw one more arc, that is fourth arc, so that it intersect at the previous arc, the third arc here. So now we got a point of intersection here, this point, and say this is P, and you just draw a straight line using these 2 points. The 2 points, for example, when you draw this, join these 2 lines, and it will be the bisector of an angle, and the bisector of an angle is nothing but the symmetry, line of symmetry. Okay, this way you can draw the bisector, angular bisector. We have 2 questions related to the bisector of an angle. Question number 1, draw an angle POQ of measure 75 degrees and find its line of symmetry. Second question, draw an angle of measure 147 degrees and construct its bisector. Here both the questions are similar because the bisector of an angle is nothing but the line of symmetry.
I hope
So
you
in this
understood
way,
today's
we
topic.
need to
Let me know your comments and let me know whether you like my video or not. If you like my video, you please subscribe to my channel, share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching.